Niggas is hating on you because you was dark skin?
For sure.
Really?
It wasn't until college that motherfuckers loved the chocolate.
All this time I thought it was because of your neck.
I'm gonna just let this breathe. Just gonna let it breathe. Hey, we're not fat shaming because low key niggas is still working out too. That's one of my
I don't like this. I'm allergic. Give me a salad. I'll try to see what that do for me.
Look who's dyslexic now.
Well, I'm not dyslexic. But anyway, I think because are stronger than me.
No, what?
I'll put my money on him.
Nigga, I'll dog him. Hey, 20 motherfucking 4. It's our Kobe year. It's our motherfucking Mamba year. It's our Mamba year, motherfuckers. Get ready. This is season 3. This is year 3.
No parking on Sunday.
The point is, we're back big and level. We're going to be more consistent. Matter of fact, we're going to be more consistent. We're going to build off what we already started. You see the YouTube. You seen the posts.
Hey,
like,
we
the market's
building.
getting better.
We building.
Yeah, and we're building to the point where we want sponsorships. Like, come on, let's work together. Write us a check. We'll put you on the platform. Let's go.
Hey, y'all be sending the DMs. We appreciate it. Honestly, like, let's talk about New Year's resolutions and New Year. And as far as like some of the stuff that happened last year, I want to know exactly what the New Year resolution, specifically pod wise. And then, you know, if you want to get personal as far as like some of your goals and shit like that. But, you know, as a new year, I definitely feel like there's some stuff that we definitely have in the repertoire as far as the pod. I think we accomplished quite a few things last year. We launched a TikTok. We launched the YouTube. We launched the big numbers on both platforms. Stop sending us the DMs. Write the comments in the...
Put it on YouTube. Put it on the comments on YouTube, y'all.
Put the comments on YouTube. Stop DMing us.
Yeah,
put it on YouTube.
Don't text it to me. Then put it on YouTube. I don't care.
Like do both. Like honestly, I
subscribe.
Hey,
like,
for sure. But yeah, like I was saying, let me know what your New Year's resolution is, pod wise, and of course, personality wise and shit like that.
Pod wise, I want us to keep growing. I was being funny, but you know me. There's a little truth in the joke. What?
I said pause.
What did I say?
Keep growing.
Anyway, I want the podcast to keep growing, but I also want us to obviously get more guests. We discussed that a little earlier. Guests that are really interesting to us, to have a good conversation. And honestly, like I want this show to blow. Like I want this to be a position for us to like really be one of those places where people want to be like, hear what we have to say.
Yeah.
And I want sponsorship. I really do. Like there's things that we're truly interested in that I think I would love to be able to put on display right here on this table and say like, look.
For sure. Pharrell, holla at us, bro. We saw some shit that, you know, at your little runway, the rodeo shit. Niggas, I went to a rodeo party yesterday, so, you know, I have some tips. I got
What the hell's a rodeo party? Come on.
It was a hoedown. I was at a hoedown. You didn't see the picture on my Instagram?
No.
With the hat? You ain't see me?
No, it's probably close friends. Nah,
that shit was fire. I had a hat and everything. I look like a bandit.
No, I didn't see this for real.
I look like a bandit, like one of them niggas from the Western joints, dog. All I need to say, like, get him up.
That's crazy. Nah, we don't want that. Yeah.
As far as my resolutions for the pod, I think one of the biggest things I want to do and accomplish is definitely having more different eclectic guests, like different people who have a lot of different personalities. Just shake shit up. Like, honestly, I want people who are fun, different, like different walks of life, just bring a whole different aspect to it. But I also want us to grow as a platform. I think that we've been very consistent. So for people who don't know my journey, I've been doing radio and podcasting since college. That's almost 10 years. So for me, this is a passion. It's a passion project. It's a hobby. It's fun. We enjoy music, media. I think that's what we're gravitating towards as far as this pod. Personality-wise, or as far as growth, more money, more problems. That's all, man. Trying to get rich, blow up, and take over the world.
Yeah, I don't want to take over the world, but I definitely get rich and blow up.
I feel like I'm an evil villain on the low. But but you know what? I feel like I am a villain in some people's story, but I know that I'm the protagonist in my own story.
I wonder how it must feel to feel like you're a character in everyday life instead of like a regular person. Because if you know Edwin, this nigga, it's like an anime cartoon. Like, you know, there's a moment where he's probably powering up, and where there's probably like, you know, the subtitles are going across the screen because he's thinking. And this says, pondering deeply how I could take over the world. Like, I don't know what this man be talking about, but, you know, All the power to him. It seems
That's
to be
funny.
working.
It is. Honestly, I've thought about that shit because it's like, you know, when somebody tell you about somebody and you really don't have an idea of exactly what they're saying, and then you meet the person and you're like, that's not the same vibe. But in their story, if they were to write a book, it's like that nigga's the evil villain in their story. But in yours, it's just another side character, an NPC. Just another motherfucker walking around. But in their story, this is the nigga they beefing with.
How many people in your lives are just NPCs?
A lot.
I know. That's why I said that.
It's a lot of NPCs walking around.
Oh my God.
By the way, NPC stands for non-playable character.
And there's that.
But anyways, as far as topics and shit, you know, this year is going to be big. More guests. Honestly, shout out to all the people that were on to 2023, you know, pods.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. We really appreciate it. We did try to have a end of the year shit, but you know, life happens. Snowstorms and shit like that.
You got tricky for us. You got tricky.
Did you see what I did? Like snowstorms? I'm trying to be slick.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I guess.
Anyways, so what we're gonna do, look at Tunchi.
So what's up, y'all?
So other than that, as far as New Year's resolutions, there were a few things that did pop off early on this year. Tori Hart, who is Kevin Hart's estranged ex-wife. Is that the word? What do people say when it says
She's not estranged. She's his ex-wife.
This is ex-wife. She kept his last name, which is very interesting.
Because she wanted to have the same last name as her kids. So some stupid shit.
Some cat. Let's be honest. The Hart name goes for it. But so what we're looking at is her going on tour with Cat Williams.
His nemesis.
His quote unquote nemesis. But not only that, she went on tour with him, or she's on tour with him as his opening act. And a lot of people feel like that is very
it's
you know,
weird.
she's betraying.
No, she's not betraying him. They're not friends. That's just why it's weird.
I don't think it's weird in the sense that supposedly the conversation for her to open for him has always been there, but because of what he did on Club Shay Shay, it now looks like very shisty and backhanded of her to be opening for him. But supposedly the conversation has been had for her to open. She's always been a quote unquote up and coming artist or up and coming art.
Well,
what is it? Comedian? God,
an opening act.
Yeah.
I think the thing with her is that they both have not been. They both have been vocal.
They're not cordial.
Yeah, they've been vocal about like their level of like, we don't really care for each other. Like, you're not my cup of tea, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing that I think is weird about her is that he doesn't speak. He doesn't like speak on her for unless she says something. At least from my perspective, that's what I've seen, right? But like, furthermore, it's like you choose to keep Kevin Hart's last name for whatever reason you made, right? But the reality is you're keeping his last name because his name holds weight. Let's just call it what it is. For sure. If your name was Tori Simpson, we wouldn't care that you were going out there.
Her last name is, I think it's
Tori Hart.
No. Oh. Before that, it was Splitter or Silly. It was some weird shit.
It's something we don't know or remember, right? And I think that, and so the whole thing with her and Cat Williams, it's like, no, it's clear. Even if the conversation was before, you know, the Club Shay Shay thing, it's been documented that Kevin Hart and Cat Williams have not been cool. Yeah. So her doing this is clearly a direct slight at Kevin Hart and probably, you know, a chance for her career. But like, lady, you've been doing, she has been saying that she's been comedy for like 15 years.
I mean, I don't take it as a beef or anything like that.
I just think she's weird.
I think, you know, all is fair in love and war. If we're not together, don't fuck up my money. And you haven't done anything for me in my career, but yet you have the plastic cup boys and you're trying to get them boosted. You're pushing all these other people, but this woman who, and also she has longevity in the fact that before you were Kevin Hart, the mega blockbuster, whatever you want to call it, you were just Tori Hart, the regular ass comedian who I was sitting there raising your 2 children. So for her, she has equity in that name. She left her last name. She has equity in the fact that she's put in the time and work to be a Hart. She's raised your kids. Then the divorce came, you cheated on her, or whatever the case was, or whatever happened in that situation. She feels like, why would go? And let's think about the money like it takes to change your name and then change it back again.
Dude, poor people change their name. No, we're not doing that.
What poor people? You know,
regular people change their
poor
name.
People. I didn't even say that right. You heard how I said
that was crazy.
Poor people.
I hear what you're saying, and I think it would make a valid point in like a normal case, but I think Tori Hart's case is a little different just because they've been broken up for over 10 years now, right? That means the children were at like really young, because they're only like 16 and 17 right now. So like we're talking about young
16
children. But 10 years ago is when they broke up, though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
I mean, but she still raised them kids.
No, he has custody. So whatever. The point that I'm making here is,
money.
let's put it like this. You'd agree with this. If the shoes were under the foot and a man was doing what she's doing, the world would be coming after him for being sassy or taking advantage.
Yeah, but men don't do that.
The point I'm making is that like we can't just like have all these weird double standards. What she's doing is weird, and her kids are gonna see her doing weird shit.
Yeah, but in divorces, women always do some wild shit. Regardless, do they let shit go, nigga?
Clearly, she's Cat Williams' opening act.
Hey, get it in blood. I love it.
Yeah, she will get in tomatoes.
So other than that, tomatoes. Other than that, Jonathan Majors was dropped from Dennis Rodman's movie after the
I like that
assault conviction. So for me, I think I'll just be like this. So when it comes to Jonathan Majors, yes, he moves weird a tad bit. He dresses like a 70s nigga, actually a 60s nigga. But other than that,
fake, but go ahead.
Like his whole aesthetic.
I think he was doing all that stuff for like.
He walks around with a cup. I remember he has this whole journey with a mug, and he says his father told him.
Yeah, he walks through this Bible.
This is for me.
I think it's method acting every day.
He's a
weirdo.
I was about to say some wild shit, but yeah, he's not that guy. When you start calling your woman Coretta Scott, nigga, no, that bitch gotta be motherfucking. Excuse my language.
Wow.
Mia Khalifa, she gotta be.
Oh my god,
she gotta be sung.
So this man just went from
Coretta Scott,
to a porn star. This is
she
crazy.
gotta be JT from City Girls. She gotta be Sexy Red or something. Like, what are you talking about, Coretta Scott? The fuck?
I'm not going down that road with him.
Coretta Scott, nigga, please, nigga.
He wanted her to carry herself with class and certain level.
Nigga, you want a white girl to act like a black civil rights leader's wife. Nigga, shut the fuck up and get your life together and leave her and go find yourself a black queen and stop crying.
I agree with you. I agree with you there.
Dodo, for real.
He's weird.
If we want to be honest, you can't expect royalty from somebody who's not that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think he fucked up in that situation. It is what it is. And for me, I think one of the things I saw in this whole situation is that, like we spoke about it, he got railroaded. Like, honestly, I think Marvel low-key was looking for a way out of phase 5 or 4, whatever this is, because none of their movies have hit.
I feel you.
None of their movies have hit at all.
I think he did a really good job of Kang the Conqueror. I think that...
Really? Ant-Man? Nigga, if Ant-Man can beat you, you're not the super
Let's be clear. I didn't say the movie was good. I think he acted the role well. That's all I said.
Uh-huh.
And I think Ant-Man is literally the worst movies.
No.
I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing.
Shout out to T.I. T.I. got the Marvel bag.
Hey, shout out to T.I. getting the bag, period. Because he be in little random shit.
It's so stupid.
I think he was good in Kang the Conqueror. I think that he would have been good as Dennis Rodman.
No, he's short. Compared to Dennis Rodman's 6'8". Like, what?
They would have figured it out, bro. It's cameras. It's movies.
That would have been so weird.
But I think he would have done a good job. And I think he's a good character. I mean, honestly, I think I fell in love with Jonathan Majors from that show they canceled after like one season. What was it called on HBO?
Lovecraft Country.
That was a great...
He's done phenomenal movies. I'm a big fan. One of the movies I have on my Netflix watch list that I definitely want to watch is Last Man in San Francisco. I think he plays like a gay guy or something like that.
Okay.
I heard it's really good. Like, a lot of people said it's good. Like, he's a good actor. He's just weird. And Megan Good, shout out to her for trying to save his life.
He's a true thespian.
But honestly, like
he got railroaded. That's your point, right? Like they fucked him over. Like, that was crazy what they did.
Yeah, and do you think he's coming back? You think he can save his career?
To be honest with you, I don't think he was big enough, and I don't think anyone cares enough to save his career. It's going to take someone in our community to put him in something worthy.
We're about to see this nigga in Tubi.
I mean, like, for real, because that's how Hollywood works, bro. Like, Hollywood, they're real finicky with us, and I don't understand why. I like, if you walk into a room, read the room, like, understand where you're at, get into a position of power, or at least in the position where they have to like respect you before you start doing fuck shit. Yeah,
I think the fact that in that conversation he was having that was leaked or whatever, he was telling her how what he stood for in his community. I'm like, bro, you haven't accomplished nothing. You did Creed 3 with fucking Michael B. Jordan, who can barely act his way out of a paper bag. Like, stop it. You're acting like you was really out here killing shit. Like, relax. So I don't know.
That ego is crazy.
His ego was wild, for real. Like, yes, you're up and coming, you're doing stuff, but low-key, once Marvel was waiting for something to hit. Marvel was waiting for something to happen because they canceled him so quickly.
But
and and the fact that he got in trouble for an injury on her finger due to him trying to receive his property. The man was running away from her.
And that's what the assault was.
Like, come on, son.
But this is another thing. Let's kick it up a notch. This is why y'all black men need to stop dealing with these white girls. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, when are y'all gonna learn? I'm with Dr. Umar with this. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all don't like him sometimes, but I'm with him on this. Like, I'm looking at the camera. Like, how do you not know when you're dating this white woman that her great-great-great-grandfather wasn't your great-grandfather's oppressor? I'm not sharing no blood with you. I don't care.
Some people like that shit though. It's
Listen,
like
I'm not into the fetish.
You don't ever role play?
Not that one.
Roots.
No, I'm not into it, dog. Like, y'all men need to stay away from these white women.
I mean, but it's also been a sign of nobility and shit like that for a lot of people. I don't care
what the
when it
sign
comes
is.
to like, you know, NFL players and basketball players. They talk about that, how it opens different doors for them and stuff like that. So it's very difficult.
I mean, that is true, but I also think that like you're right about that. But I also think at times,
which shouldn't be the case, honestly.
But proximity does play a huge factor. Like no matter how you spin it, watch out for the cap. No matter how you spin it, right? So I do think that proximity is a real thing, and what I mean by that is like when you go to these private schools and all these white kids or these mixed kids, you are going to kind of be attracted to what you're seeing.
Like people were mad at Bronny James once.
I was a little surprised about that. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little surprised, but I'm not mad at him.
When he dated the white girl, he goes to a private school.
No, I'm not mad at him. I was a little surprised just because of his parents are and what he sees every day. Like Savannah.
What does he see?
His black mama with real long hair.
He sees
No, I know.
Latinos.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it.
You don't see no black girls in school.
That the likelihood I didn't expect to see.
They ain't Coretta Scott. You don't see them in his school. So at the end of the day, you know, Jonathan
lives in a real black household. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but he grew up. It's really what you go to school with. So it's very
proximity.
different.
You're right.
Yeah. So for people like that, I understand. Jonathan Majors, he has a bunch of supposedly people who are saying that in college.
Come back, though.
I do hope he can, and I think he can. Honestly,
I think so too.
And I don't think it takes a black director. I don't want to see him do no Jordan Peele ass.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that. I don't mean that.
It better not be some bullshit like that. I really want him to. And he has a bodybuilding movie that's supposed to come out, and then the people, I forgot who they are. Paramount or whoever, they got rid of it and they sold it back. So I hope somebody buys it and puts it back out because everybody's saying he did a phenomenal job. That's why he was in incredible shape for Creed 3 and shit like that. So I definitely, I'm hip to it. Like I'm good. I would love to see him in something else. So it is what it is. Other than that, as we do have other like music topics and shit like that. So Drake did have a I don't know. Is Drake always trending for some random reason? But do we still call him Mos Def? What's his new name?
His name's Yasiin Bey.
Yasiin Bey. So Yasiin Bey, aka Mos Def, labeled Drake's music as pop and said that it's the kind of music you hear in Target. So Drake, of course, took that as a shot. A lot of people did see it as a slight diss. There's a little bit of shade.
A little bit.
In the fact that someone like Mos Def, who's known as a lyricist, you know, he speaks that
Lyrical Schmiracle.
That's the word I was.
But he's not though. That's the thing. He's not that rapper either. But
he is. Mos Def is. He's with the wordplay. He used to write. He wrote for Kanye. Remember?
Yeah, but he had a little bounce.
You know what song he wrote for Kanye? Was it dun dun dun? Oh God, it was.
He wrote a lot of stuff for Kanye.
He did. But the one I remember is that one joint that Mos Def is also on College Dropout.
It's on the first album.
It's on the first album, and they both going off on that joint. He wrote his verse, but whatever. Anyway, Mos Def definitely shaded him, and I think it's a play on the fact that you remember that aesthetic joint with that boy that did the Target run with the tripod everywhere.
No.
And Drake just did the whole thing in his giant mansion where he did.
Oh, I did see Drake.
Yeah,
but I didn't get what's going on.
So basically, there's this guy on Instagram who basically has a tripod on a Target run, and it's low key mad corny. Like the homeboy, before he parks his car, sets up a tripod, parks his car, records it as he's like grocery shopping. He has he's recording everything he's doing in Target, and people are just laughing at him. Like, bro, did you set up the tripod, go to the check out, and then come back and grab your tripod? Like, I wonder what this little lady that's checking out your shit. It was wild. It was very wild.
But I mean, think about those Get Ready With Me. It's like on TikTok or
son, half of them bitches be naked. Damn, I'm saying the B word a lot today.
Jesus.
It's the tequila.
What's going on?
Excuse me. But half of those ladies are half naked on their TikTok doing that. So that's the catch. They're trying to sell something else, buddy.
Yeah, but I think this is the thing. I think he was being shady, but I also think that Drake does make pop music sometimes.
I think everybody. The same thing they said about Nicki Minaj. Like,
yes, she did.
It's not pop. Hip hop. Pop. No.
No. That's where I disagree. Hold on. Wait.
All right.
It is popish music, and Nicki even said it. Then she regrets her second album being the way it is because she says she went too pop. we're speaking specifically what pop sounds like, the Taylor Swift and all that stuff, right? He did make a little bit of that. And it's not a diss. I don't take it as a diss. When I say that, what I mean by that statement is that like Mos Def was being shady, but I also think that Drake has to be real with the fact that at one point in time, everyone was going pop. Usher went pop, Chris Brown went pop. Everyone was doing it, and Drake did do that. He's not a pop artist, though.
What does pop stand for?
We know popular music, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
Though. Yeah,
so
but
how is it
pop music and popular music are two different things. Hip hop is popular music. It's the most popular music, but it's not pop music. So we can't dance around like what we're talking about here. So Drake made pop music at one point in time, but he's not a pop artist.
I don't think. Okay, so what Usain Bolt?
That's crazy. Usain Bey, my boy.
Usain Bill, whatever the fuck.
Mos Def, okay.
Mos Def, whatever the fuck this nigga said. I think what he's doing is slight hate, and I think it's very annoying that he's saying something like that about one of the most popular artists in the last 15 years. Drake has probably been one, if not two, outside of the most popular artists. It's not his fault that his music is popular, but I don't think
that's not what he's saying though.
Listen, I don't think that he specifically makes music to go pop. I think when he makes music, like Tushy Slide, the Tootsie Slide joint, I think that was specifically for a pop audience. He does that a lot. But when he doesn't. There's a lot of albums and songs that he makes that I don't think he's expecting for it to be the new song that everybody's listening and making TikToks to and shit like that. I really don't.
That's crazy.
I think
Drake knows what he's doing.
I think to a
Drake knows exactly.
I think to a certain degree, but when the 6 a.m. and when the 7 p.m. at Calabasas comes out and it goes popular and everybody's making songs to it, I don't think he made that specifically for niggas to say, "Yo, he's low key dissing Kanye." No. It's a diss track.
But you know, Edwin,
when he made Charged Up, when he made the joint dissing Meek Mills, he wasn't, and they were playing it in the club.
You're conflating thoughts, though, Edwin. Is what I'm trying to say, right? You're not wrong about that statement. But what you're conflating is that when he says that Drake makes pop music, he's talking about a genre. He's not talking about it blowing up to be pop.
But so saying my music is what you listen to while you're shopping, and you're like, these skis, you're like, come on, you're playing me.
No,
dog.
you are. He is. We agree there. We agree there. The other point is that he's not completely wrong in that statement. He was being shady with some truth in there. Drake does make some pop music sometimes. And sometimes it's pop in the genre, and sometimes it's pop in popular. But he does do that. Like, why can't you just admit that he does make pop music?
Usain Bolt needs to shut the fuck up.
Dang, these Drake stands is crazy. I don't know who's worse, Nicki fans or Drake fans.
I'm both. Young Money YMB, nigga.
Oh my God. YMCMB. He clearly is not a Young Money fan. Damn. Come here, Tunchi. Come sit over here. He don't know what he's doing.
Tunchi rock with a real dog. But anyway, Usain Bolt needs to.
But hold on. But I do think that he's being shady, right? That's crazy. You run up out of here. You running him out of here. But I do think that
running.
Shout out to 21. 21. I was just listening to that too. But I think that the reason he said that is because Drake is declining. I said that on the last pass.
That's cap, dog. I'm gonna tell you right now. Even speaking of running, and we're talking about 21 Savage, Metro Boomin's hating ass as well, tweeting Drake.
Shout out to Metro Boomin making
talking shit about
greatest album, they say.
Talking shit about Drake as well. Subtweeting Drake, talking about the reason your shit didn't get nominated. You made a phenomenal album last year, bro. Everybody, Metro Boomin's the last joint he made.
I know.
Super Villains or some shit like that. What was it called?
I don't know.
Villain something, like whatever the case was.
Super Who's the Villains.
It was dope. It was a great album. Unfortunately, you're going against a lot of people put out good albums last year. You didn't get nominated for a Grammy. You got mad. You subtweeting Drake. Why didn't you diss the other 3-5 niggas on that shit? I feel like niggas go at
because
Drake.
Drake's album don't be that good sometimes.
The last one was good.
Which one?
This one that just came out.
No, bro. Taking that shit to the shooting range.
And what you go?
It's like Duck Hunt. You know what Duck Hunt on Mario? That's exactly what that is. No, and I'm exaggerating. Don't get me wrong.
It wasn't bad. So anyway, next topic. As far as music goes, Ari Lennox. Am I saying her name?
No, you're saying everything wrong today. Even earlier you said something, but you meant to say eclectic.
You said I was dyslexic or something like that. Am I even saying that wrong?
Yeah. It's dyslexic.
Dyslexic.
Her name's Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox, whatever.
And
she says that she had the worst experience in her mental health, was damaged for opening for Rodney Wave in his recent tour this year.
Y'all.
Is it Rodway? It's Rodney, right?
No, I've never heard anyone called
Oh,
Rodney.
I thought his name was Rodney.
It's Rod Waves.
The note says Rodney.
Maybe your phone did autocorrect. And you didn't
it might
correct
have. Okay, Rod Wave. I apologize, Rod.
Yeah.
This name's probably Rodney. No wonder he's crying about it. Anyway, social media is saying that she has misguided artists like Normani. And Normani actually just did an interview saying, "I promise new music, guys," and everybody like, "Shut the fuck up. We're tired of you."
First of all, the disrespect to put Shea Butter Baby and Normani in the same category is freaking nuts. I bet y'all can't name not one Normani song, but y'all know she cute and she can dance. Normani and Tinashe in the same bucket. C-list artists that no one cares about.
And Sweetie. I know y'all don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but Sweetie has no talent, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, she got talent. Let's not do that. No, we may not respect the talent, but she got a talent. They all got talents. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. I don't want to do that with you.
Pretty Privilege is a talent now. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead, finish.
Hater.
You eating your Cheetos with ranch, though.
Listen, I'm not here to justify.
She gonna be on the Food Network.
Point is, Ari Lennox is a real artist with real singing abilities on really good albums and has really good music.
Okay.
And to put her in the same category as Normani is nuts. And honestly, all y'all Twitter finger people, y'all don't even know what y'all be talking about either. Y'all move with the wind.
But we also see. Why am I identifying as a Twitter user? Anyways,
because y'all are.
See, not y'all. But and it's funny. Why don't we call it X?
Because what is it X?
The shit is X. That nigga changed the name. But regardless of that, a lot of people do think that what's going on with Ari is self-imposed.
Yep.
No one told you to go and open for a depressed singer like Rod Wave. And the simple fact that his music and your audience don't correlate. It's almost like Tiana Taylor when she was opening for what's that nigga that used to sing late nights? What's his name? Jeremiah. Oh. And they had that whole beef because their fans are quite different. So if you have certain fans that are coming for Tiana, but not for Jeremiah's kind of sit down and sing to you kind of serenade.
But that's a little different. You know why that's different, right?
Well, yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because people came for Jeremiah and Tiana, but Tiana put such a good show that Jeremiah got mad and quit the show.
Oh, you think so?
That's exactly what happened.
I think people were there for Tiana. I was there specifically for Tiana.
No, they were.
I was specifically there for both of them, actually.
Okay, whatever. The point is that Jeremiah got upset.
Yeah.
Well, Tiana got upset because Jeremiah got upset that she stole the show.
Yeah, Jeremiah was in his feelings because after she opened, he'll come out and the crowd was gone.
Yeah. It's crazy. Because I remember thinking that show.
Oh,
we were at the show together.
We did. That shit was lit.
We were together.
It was a date. Yeah. Who was I with?
Chill out.
I know. He.
But listen. Oh my God. But
we had some good concert dates.
It was some good times back there, man.
Magic Jordan. Hey, we've gone to some good joints. The fact that we
What's his name? Roddy Rich. Were you there, Roddy Rich?
Probably. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I know we went to a go-go joint. We went to a few joints.
I was just telling somebody the other day, I'm coming off topic a little bit. When are the shows coming back? Remember we to the 930 Club, U-Street Music Hall?
Lil Wayne was the last one that came to Silver Spring.
We didn't even go to that. I didn't go, yeah.
The tickets was $600
at
for
fucking Fillmore.
Like, what the fuck out of here.
And Wayne,
I wanted to go to it.
That was actually the point. When we were talking about Fillmore earlier, Lil Wayne, Fillmore, he can easily do a
Wayne could have done a stadium.
Yes, that's my point, right? But anyway, it's a little behind the...
Yeah,
but either way though,
Lonnie, what is her name? Ari Lennox.
No, Ari Lennox just what? I don't know what the girl's going through. Maybe
but you were specifically before you went.
But she was too sober.
So what you said was that the reason why their fans are quite different is the fact that for Ari and Rod Wave, I think that
she's happy.
She makes happy music
he
makes depressing music. And he said that the reason he got into music is because the girl he was dating at the time was obsessed with NBA YoungBoy. So he decided to start making music to that kind of degree.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly.
I heard him say something different.
I think that should have motivated him to get into the gym. But hear me out. The nigga said, I'm going to go record. Fuck all the weight.
Because when you said that, I'm like, damn.
The nigga said,
I ain't gonna hold you. His head do sit on his stomach.
For real, for me,
and he's 5'5", bro.
Motivation for me is always either get money or get in shape. Not to start doing what the other niggas doing. The fuck?
Well, guess what though? To your point though, bro. That's what niggas do though. Think about it. Nigga, when a man sees what another man is doing to get bitches or get women, you know what they do?
Yeah.
They go copy what that man is doing. That's why some of these niggas is losers, and that's why the cool niggas.
We think everybody losers.
Oh, Jesus.
Guys, on some real shit, we're losers just like y'all. So don't even take it.
I'm not a loser. Sorry. I don't even subscribe.
You don't identify as a loser?
I don't identify as a loser.
What you identify as?
A winner.
I was going to say rich nigga, but all right. That's better.
Wow. I am.
We're all rich.
Let's move on. I'm rich in spirit and rich in the Lord.
Right, Tunchi?
I'm going to get him like one of those.
But Ari, I think that what you need to do is stop complaining on the internet. No one's going to bail you out. Your management looks bad because of what you said. So you can't sit here and think that people are going to cop for you if you're saying things like this and feel like your team is behind you. It looks like your team failed you, honestly.
Well, actually,
if you're on stage crying or you feel like you're in your feelings, it's poor management. Then, like other artists have said, when we were opening for acts that weren't specifically catered to our audience, if we're in a certain city, we look and see, hey, what clubs are here? What areas and venues are here that we can also perform and get that extra cake, that brown paper bag money, you know, that under the table money, so we can also cash out.
Ari, bad boy.
Yeah, you already know, nigga.
But I think you're right. But I don't think Ari thought about this move. I think she just did it.
I think she needs to stop talking on the internet because
it's backfired.
It's backfired on her. Remember in the pandemic when she used to talk all the time?
But she was alcoholic. Remember, she's sober now.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. Oh, she's sober now. She don't drink no more.
Oh, wow. Good for her.
She stopped. She said like it was crazy. She looked back at those videos, how drunk she'd be on the internet.
So she was lit in the apartment videos? That was a good album though because of that little skits in the apartment.
She was drunk, bro. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. But also another thing too,
drunk and hot.
All you Twitter people that think y'all know everything, why don't y'all just listen to what the artist says and believe them instead of like making up storylines? Literally, she says, I made some bad choices by my own decisions.
But people are gonna
right.
As fans of the artist, no one's going to actually take the artist's
side. My bad.
You're going to look at management as, okay, management should have talked you out of it. They should have done a better job of trying to get in control and talk to you as far as opening for Rod fucking Wave. He's jumping off stage, for Christ's sake. He's 300 pounds. Like, you should have known better. That's not your audience.
Clearly, he didn't know better not to jump. His fat ass almost died.
Did you see the video of him going underground? It's like one of those stages where it drops and somebody threw a bag of chips and he was going down. He grabbed the bag of chips as he was going.
Oh my God.
Hey, we're not fat shaming because low key niggas is still working out too. That's one of my resolutions.
I'm allergic. Give me a salad. I'll try to see what that do for me.
You did give me a conspiracy theory about salads today. That was so random. This man starts saying, do you wash your salads?
Hey, bro. Hey, get you a salad cleaner. The little spinning gel with some cleaner.
Yo, I'm like, what did you see on TikTok? Because honestly, it's TikTok that be fucking me up. I see something on TikTok.
What's the greatest social media platform ever created?
Instagram.
TikTok.
MySpace?
TikTok. You know why?
Whoa.
Because it's live and it's real. And the reason I say TikTok, I mean, people may not believe it. You can go to TikTok to get a Yelp review. You can go to TikTok to see literally what is happening.
Almost everything, yeah.
I literally, because I travel for work, right?
I think
I can go in there and type in some shit.
Twitter
and
might be, because remember, Twitter was the groundbreaking platform for breaking news. In the beginning.
No, you're right about that. It still is.
So I think Twitter still has the GOAT status.
Twitter does hold the number one spot, but I think that TikTok does this thing.
The algorithm is just incredible.
It's unmatched, but I think there's this level of like, because everyone thinks they're a content creator, there's Joe Schmoes on there that are giving you real, like showing you the real.
For sure.
And it's like, oh.
There be some random people. There's people that are famous for no reason. I have this one girl I met at a tech event and she's out here giving dating reviews and I saw her in person. I'm like, this is her? Like there's people really out here with millions of followers who really follow them. They're everyday people. I'm like, this girl's looking for a 9-to-5, but she has millions of followers. So there's a lot of people on TikTok who can really blow up. She'll run that shit
But
up.
not even that. I'm just talking about like, you could see, if I want to find a restaurant, right?
I literally do that.
I do it all the time and it works.
For Valentine's Day, I'm doing the same shit. I'm going to put that shit in.
Because so many different people show different vibes.
Everything. And then there's the black people that say something, the white people, the Asian, the random motherfuckers that just be like, hey, me and my shorty went to the...
Bro,
it's like, I want to know. I want to know what everybody think about this joint before I pull up. And honestly, I do more research on TikTok than actually
anywhere else.
Things. That's crazy.
That's my point. I do it all the time.
Yeah. And for almost any place you think of, I have... So if it's not on TikTok, then I'm like, red flag.
I went to this one city one time recently, and I typed in black-owned coffee shops.
And it was like
It worked out. I went in there, had a good time. They treated me well. I sat in there. I was working because this is one of those coffee shops that close at like a certain time in the midday. And they didn't even tell me to leave. Because I was working. I was like, chilling. Just chilling. Great.
I
can't remember the name of it. I wish I could.
You can't remember the city?
No, it was Charlotte.
Oh, that's random.
Yeah, I was in Charlotte.
Cool. Charlotte's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas was out there for All-Star Weekend. Shout out to them.
But anyway, yeah, man.
That's some few babies were made. I
got none.
Babies be made in all the All-Star Week. Man, Super Bowl weekend, bro. Super Bowl weekend about to be crazy. That's Vegas.
Bro, me and the guys was talking about going out there. He was like, let's go to like LA.
Niggas don't even go to the game.
Just go to Vegas.
Just show up. Remember when Floyd Mayweather was, any fight he was having, people just show up at the city? That was just the vibe.
You know, I realized the last 2 times I went, Vegas is the one place in the world.
It's always pop.
I think you can buy your fun everywhere, right? But Vegas, you can literally buy your fun. And the last few times we went, I had a lot of fun.
It was interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. It was interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Vegas was Vegas, but Vegas has a little spot in my heart.
Now it does, yeah, right.
Relax.
I hated Vegas up until like
I just like Vegas because everything's overpriced, but at the same time, it's like
you can buy your fun. When you buy your fun,
you buy your fun, and then you can go to Dre's on a random day and Neo's performing, and you're like, oh. Oh, it was Big Sean last time.
It was Big Sean. Who was the other person?
Son, that was lit. We was lit.
Yeah.
You could just spark. I mean, people were sparking in areas. It was interesting. It was good. Shout out to Vince Staples. You know, the boy is busy. Vince Staples has a show on Netflix now, premiering, I think, in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, sweet.
The Vince Staples show. You haven't seen the trailer?
Nah.
It looks really good.
I've been on the rock the last 2 weeks, though. But
all right, good for you. But anyway,
well, fuck you too, nigga.
No, but Vince Staples, honestly, I've always fucked with the way he has conversations. He's very energetic. Like, he's just fun. He's a
cool ass nigga.
He's a cool ass nigga. I agree. And his show is it reminds me of Atlanta. That's what it's given, the vibe of Atlanta, like some weird kooky shit. But in the LA aspect and not the southern.
Because they be all slow.
Yeah. So it's on some wild shit. His uncles are like, yo, let me hold a 50. Like, on some wild, funny shit. So it looks like shenanigans. Vince Staples, I definitely am going to check that show out. I definitely think that it's going to be one of the shows to check out on Netflix. So as far as artists, that's somebody I'm checking for. And he's been quiet.
I actually look forward to that. His last 3 albums were great.
No, you were far from the mic. That's bad. But
last 2 or 3 albums were really good.
He always makes good music. I fuck with it. His last album was like that Sunshine shit, and I fuck with it. So
hopefully he don't finesse us. I was so childish.
Your segue was terrible.
I know.
But
speaking of finessing,
go ahead. Nah, for real though. Speaking of finessing, artist by the name of Finesse 2 times.
What?
Keyword 2 times. Is recently in trouble for selling the same verse to 2 different artists and then shooting a music video for both songs.
Yes, like the man literally finessed the
2 times. Shout out to Living by Your Name.
I mean, listen.
Yo, men are dumb. Sometimes. I'm sorry.
Everything he raps is real.
For real. You know he does OnlyFans too? That's weird. Everybody does OnlyFans.
I mean, apparently the bag is made there.
They said they were going to give Snoop Dogg $100 million to see his old sausage. That's crazy. He said, I have a black wife. I'm like, nigga, you've been cheating for 50 years. Shut the fuck up.
And that's the crazy part.
That was his lie. That was what he was going to say. I have a black wife. How dare you? Like, Snoop, stop it.
What's crazy is the man really has been cheating on his wife for years. Everyone knows it. She knows it. I'm like, what type of contract you got? Because she loved this man. And he loves her.
He does. But you can love somebody and still sleep with another person.
That's a fact. But they clearly have love in their relationship, though.
Yeah, he got, 4 kids with her?
3.
He's chilling.
Speaking of, his little daughter, she's always like battling lupus.
Shout out to her, man.
But yeah, she
had a stroke at 24.
Yep.
That's
lupus.
fucking crazy, bro. 24.
Crazy as hell, bro.
I don't know if it's the you know what, the shot or something, but
she lot of young I just said it multiple times.
The shot.
We're not doing conspiracies on people's health here. That's crazy.
But anyway, shout out to her. Because she's also dealt with not just that colorism and shit like that, because she's a dark-skinned girl. She's always felt left out. As a lot of conversations, she's dealt with her color, and people always used to say she was ugly, this and that, because all her siblings are a lot lighter than her. I mean, people always went at her, and as a dark-skinned man, I definitely understand that kind of gripe. especially in American
Niggas
culture.
is hating on you because you was dark skin?
For sure.
Really?
It wasn't until college that motherfuckers loved the chocolate, but
For real?
for a very long time. When I first moved
All this
here,
time I thought it was because of your neck.
I'm gonna just let this breathe. Just gonna let it breathe.
Oh, shit.
You're very childish. Look at my mom calling me.
She can't protect you. She heard me talk this
She
shit.
did. Her
She's
ears was like, who is talking about my son?
who is doing this?
Look at this. WhatsApp. That's how you know it's real.
It's hilarious.
What's next, though? I can't even look at it.
No, I mean-
hang up. She gonna be like, "What's going on?"
Shit. But let's talk about it. I mean, there's a lot of new music. Coachella list. The Coachella lineup was previewed recently. Announced. That's the right word. Yeah. Lana Del Rey headlines one day. Tyler the Creator another, and Doja Cat another. I didn't know Lana Del Rey was still a thing.
Do you want me to tell you who I'm looking forward to? You see what's at the bottom of the list in biggest letters?
No Doubt. Oh, and No Doubt.
Come on, son.
I had to think about who No Doubt was
Come
for a
on,
second.
son. Gwen
That's
Stefani
tight.
and them. Come on.
Will I Am?
White boys, y'all ain't making music like y'all used to, low key. White boys, y'all slipping. We don't have no more Fall Out Boys. We don't have All American Rejects. We don't have Red
It's
Hot
not the
Chili
same, though.
Peppers. Y'all not doing that boy band shit like y'all used to do in the garage. Where are y'all? We need that.
No, we don't.
The alternative music is definitely still needed. I think there's a space for it. I think there's a time for it. And I feel like right now, it's better than never. Like, don't make no Jonas Brothers shit and no K-pop, but we're looking for some boy band, good
Who's
rock.
we and who's on this? Who's on the board?
Me, I like Panic at the Disco.
I don't
Those
know
kind of
that.
people.
I love it. I'm glad it was there when it was there. I enjoyed it while I was there.
You don't think Gen Z gonna embrace that?
They already live like that?
Live like what?
Like them, like
boys-
Panic with the black guys.
Beverly Hills. That's where I wanna be.
They're rebellious. They're rebellious. Gen Z is rebellious.
Man, y'all
I'm good off
slipping,
that.
bro.
And I don't want to.
There's so many good people, but yeah, no doubt, definitely opening up or whatever. City,
I don't know what they're doing now.
Whatever day they're gonna be on. I think that's dope. I think that Tyler the Creator being on Coachella, I feel like his set is gonna be lit. My goal this year, as far as one of the things I want to do, is definitely attend more festivals.
I was gonna say, you really?
I've never been to a festival.
At your big old age, you want to go to a festival?
I've never been to a festival.
I'm sorry.
And if someone slips me a Molly or a shroom, I'm, whatever.
Hey, listen, y'all. I'm not going to nobody's festival. I'm too old.
Which festivals have you been? You've been to Coachella before?
That's the only one I probably really haven't been to. I've been to Made in America a bunch of times. What's the jump?
That's in Philly all the time, right?
Yeah. What's the other one in Philly? Roots Picnic. Been there a couple times.
Really?
What's the jump in DC? Broccoli Festival.
Made in the Water. Oh, that's
Festival.
Virginia as well, or Maryland, or whatever.
No, but that's different. That's Pharrell jump.
It's a festival though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one in DC.
Recent. Yeah.
Yeah, but something in the water, I ain't been to that. I probably would have went to something in the water when I was younger, but I can't do that no more. Like right now, I need
an age thing for you?
I'm tired. You know, festivals are draining because you got to walk around. It's like you're out in the heat. It's just.
So what do you need? Like
I need a cabana. I need a cabana. I need chairs. I need all the things.
Did you see those kids that went to the festival grounds a day before it and then dug a hole where they hid all their alcohol in the ground?
See?
And then they
think about that.
Back?
That's why, you know why they did that? Because that's how hard it is.
That's
because
tough.
It's so. I saw when I went to go see. I think it was Beyonce and Made in America, bro. Like hectic.
I'm still depressed or sad about the fact that I never got to see The Weeknd at Coachella. That is one. Supposedly, that was one of like the greatest shows a lot of people went to.
He's a showman.
This friend of mine who, a little joint in Baltimore, she told me about it a long time ago, and I used to just sit there like, you don't even appreciate music, and you loved it. And that shit blew me because she didn't even like The Weeknd, and she came back like, oh my God, it was the greatest show.
But you know, like that's the cool thing about festivals and concerts, though, is because the energy
it makes you a fan.
Yeah, but the energy,
music you might have not heard before.
Yeah, and the energy, the atmosphere is really inviting. It's really fun.
The Weeknd,
but it's tiring. It's taxing.
Take your nose off my keyboard.
I'm good.
Like imagine hearing. You're good.
I don't want no more Weeknd music.
Son, The Weeknd, he's about to change himself. He went from a young guy who was on drugs in Vegas to an old man for the Don FM, and now he's teasing his next.
All right, go holler at him about it, not me. But
what?
I don't go.
He's trying to make a TV show. He has a movie coming out with.
They just canceled him the other day.
Yeah, but people was hating on that show. It wasn't that bad. The joint he put out on HBO.
The fact that's how you know a person's biased, right? Because when he hates something, he's gonna say it was trash. I mean, this time instead of saying it was trash, he said it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. I think the flack he was getting for that show that he did on HBO was just the fact that he had this white girl doing crazy ass stunts. Like they were on coke. They were doing a lot of fucked up stuff. But it's like the music industry. Everybody knows. Ask P. Diddy.
I do not subscribe to that last statement. Speaking of music, though, because his last time was really good.
You more Coretta than me.
Oh, Jesus.
You want a perfect person.
Speaking of really good albums that came out, Pink Friday 2 by Nicki Minaj. I'm not a fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I will give her ones as they are due because that album is really, really good. Introspective. She gave you some poppy stuff that y'all like. She gave you the bars that I like.
Wow.
Really good, cohesive songs. And honestly, she had some lines on that joint that I was like, oh, you rapping like a rapper. Maybe she's always done that because I listen to her.
Does.
But I mean, the diss line that she did about Lotto was nasty work, yo.
It was a lot.
So,
someone had to break it down on TikTok. For me. I was
that
like,
joke.
oh shit.
Yeah, Mopto, Lotto, some shit she said. I can't rap.
It was
But that shit was crazy. And then she dissed Megan Thee Stallion. I loved her subliminals that she did.
She
like,
did on some like Drake shit, low key. How
no,
it's,
she
like,
did some Jay-Z
deeper.
shit. I liked it. I like this album. I mean, I found myself playing
Nicki
it.
is,
I
to
skip a
me-
few songs. No, she's the greatest female rapper of all time. Like that's
Shout out
not.
to her. Okay.
That's
Oh
not-
my God. He's giving a Sagittarius their flowers.
Yeah, but
if
y'all
you understand
psychopaths.
who this man is, he's already gone on a rant today about Sagittarius.
Listen.
So hearing this man say this is very, very, very humbling. And we take those flowers because Nicki spits that shit.
No, she's a rapper.
And I appreciate this album for the simple fact that a lot of people felt that she's not capable of doing what she did on this album. And I think that she was able to deliver. Nicki, the album came out last year and we
December, I think?
we were on our break, quote unquote. So at that point, we weren't able to really talk about it. And the fact that she went number one in Spotify, Apple, and all these things.
She went platinum already.
She already did. And Nicki spits.
But
When Nicki wants to rap, she can fucking rap. And I think people forget that. And I think that a lot of these young women, everyone asks them, who's your favorite rapper? Before they start beefing with Nicki, they always say it's Nicki. And then they beef with her and be like, it's Cardi B or something.
Nicki's an asshole. Like, come on. Like,
And it is what it is. I'm
She's
one of the
awesome.
greatest rappers of all time. Don't DM me that you want to make a fucking song because you made a music video, nigga. No, put in the work and then we can talk. Like that's the point. And then they get mad and women are catty sometimes and they
listen, I'm
now
staying out these
beef-
women business.
they'll beef
Nicki's
with-
an asshole. I'm staying women business. I don't know what's going on.
Nicki's an
But
asshole,
listen, she
but I
asshole.
agree with Nicki, man.
But
Fuck
listen,
that.
but I will
can't-
say that like I think the thing here for me is that like to be as unbiased as possible is the fact that like people like to praise things. She's done great things. We get it. Nicki doesn't like her second album. She thought Queen,
Which one? Queen?
Roman
Because
Reloaded.
she did the
She ranked him.
Yeah, yeah.
And she told why she ranked him and the way she felt about him. So I feel like sometimes it's her fans or people that love her, they be saying these things. I'm like, dog, like you're like defending something she doesn't even like. Like she knows the Queen wasn't that good. She was trying to show that she could rap.
What was on Queen, actually? Now that I think about it, I think Queen was that really that bad? When did Queen
No,
come
it's not
out?
bad. It just wasn't. I think the reason I like this album is because you can hear maturity, growth, and cohesion. Like you could tell that there's music. Like her musicality went up on this.
She had Eminem on this joint? That's interesting.
You know what I'm
Rich
saying?
Sex with Lil Wayne. She had Bed with Ariana Grande.
Just a bunch
She
of random
had,
songs.
Thought I Knew You with The Weeknd. I don't even remember that shit. Chun-Li with Sway Lee.
And that's supposed to be.
funny
And
as
that's supposed to be
shit.
his Sagittarius sister.
Chun-Li,
Never heard her album.
She had another song called Chun-Li. Chun-Li. And then that was fire. I like that joint. That was all right. Good form. That was good. Nip Tuck. I think I like
Good form
that
went
song.
off on that album.
LLC.
LLC was one of
Okay,
those, too.
yeah, there's a lot of throwaway tracks, bro.
Yeah.
He had a song Coco Chanel with Foxy Brown.
And she only did that song Foxy because she was beefing with Kim.
Yeah, there's a throwaway. Quinn was throwaway.
Oh shit.
She didn't really have anything. Chun-Li, good form. I remember that
LLC.
joint. Barbie Dreams was good. Ganja Burn, I don't remember that. Ariana Grande.
Let's move on. What else flopped? Kid Cudi's Insano.
Whoa, relax.
Kid Cudi's
The
Insano.
bars will kill you, so we don't want that on us. I don't want none of
I just said. Anyway, I don't care. Kid Cudi, Insano, blah.
So, Kid,
I'm gonna listen to it though because
I'm a
you said
big-
it's Gangsta Girls, right?
it's a fucking gangster girl.
That's the only reason I'm gonna listen to it. That's
That
the
doesn't
only
make
reason.
So, Kid Cudi, what kind of marketing are you doing? You have DJ fucking Drama
Do niggas still check for Kid
doing
Cudi?
your intro and outro and all that bullshit, talking his shit on your album, and you're not really promoting it as a Gangster Grills. Maybe it's not a Gangster Grills, and he just has this nigga on here.
Just
Maybe
waste of
it's
time.
not, but it's not a good album. I'll be honest. I tried. I couldn't. Especially, I feel bad for him because his album was dropping. He had been talking about it. He's been doing promo. He's been doing conversations. Then 21 Savage fucking said, I'm dropping an album on Friday, a week before his album. And he was like, what? On the same fucking day? And everybody just started.
And then did you see that trailer? That music?
Son. He had Childish Gambino. He had that little black boy from Stranger Things. That nigga's a grown man now. He's a grown ass man.
He be rapping, bro.
He raps?
Yeah.
That's funny. He should just stick to his day job.
No, he's not a rapper. He just be like,
he needs to relax. But 21 Savage dropping on the day of your album stepped on Kid Cudi shit. Kid Cudi's out here beefing.
Stepping on niggas.
Hey, we keep doing 21. Nigga.
Listen, 21.
But at the end of the day, like, I feel bad for Kid Cudi for that simple fact. But the work speaks for itself. If your work doesn't speak for itself, unfortunately, it will be forgotten. And I felt like I listened to this album right after 21 Savage, which of course gave me all the shit I really wanted. And I'm a big Cudi fan. I've been listening to Cudi since the mixtape, Kid from Cleveland, all of that shit.
You're a liar. No, he wasn't. But go ahead.
That's cap, nigga. Stop.
I was there. He got on Kid Cudi. Man on the Move. He got on Kid Cudi.
Really? Jay, are you really serious? I didn't listen to Kid Cudi back. Oh no, stop! Don't do this.
Man in the Moon, first albums when you got on.
No, I didn't. I've been listening to him since his mixtapes. I don't want to do this with you. No, I'm not even gonna take that.
There's always people that say they were fans from day one.
I'm not gonna take that. I've been listening to Cudi since his mixtapes, so I'm not gonna take that. But other than that, Cudi, this album wasn't good.
Why do you think 21 named this album American Dream? Because that was kind of weird to me.
I think it's a play on the fact that he's achieved the American dream while being a British citizen, and the play on it. His mom speaks on the intro of the album in her British accent, which I don't know if she's actually British. She just looks like a regular black girl, which is interesting. But she speaks about how she was able to sacrifice so many things in order for her children to have the accomplishment and
to come to America.
But I think she's Barbados, and it's because it's a British territory is why they were British citizens, and not the fact that she had him in Britain. So I think that's the whole point. But whatever the case is, she spoke on the fact that that's why she moved to America, aka Atlanta, for her children to achieve the American dream, which 21 Savage, whatever his real name is, probably like Deontay or some shit.
See, like, that's crazy.
Whatever his real name is, he was able to accomplish that by achieving his dreams and being what he is. So I think that's why he named it the American Dream.
That's fair, because nothing in the album spoke about American Dream, anything. Like, out of the title,
talking about gun clapping, dog.
Yeah, but here's some introspective songs that I thought was great. Like, I think that what was the last time he just did called oh my god, Savage Mode.
Her Loss was his last album.
No, not that. Savage Mode 2.
With Metro Boomin?
Yeah, so I think that album was really good and similar to this album. But I think this
is his best.
I was gonna say, I think this gets a nod over that album for the songs that he did with her. The song Letter to My Brother, and the other song he did
was with Summer Walker, right?
Yeah. No, it was with her.
Letter to My Brother was her? Or
I thought no one was featured on that song, just him.
Maybe.
I don't know. Either way, the point is, those songs, I think, when you have that level of vulnerability and making songs to the women, I think those are what kind of set you over the top to, like, making that really good album. Because he's always going to shoot a nigga or two on the album.
He does. And I think for this album, calling it American Dream, I love the promo. For every feature artist, he did their baby picture, which was cool.
For real?
Yeah. So for every feature artist, it was their baby picture. So people were like playing the guessing game, having SZA on there. And SZA don't look like Yesterday.
We don't know she look Yesterday.
We don't know.
Yo, Slim, that nigga say she look like Yesterday. That's crazy. Shit, that's Summer Walker too then. Both of them.
Summer Walker been looking crazy though. She had her friend with that BBL. You saw that video? That was wild.
No, I did not.
But anyway, Red Rum, that opening for me, it was the third track.
It's the third or fourth track.
It's the third track. But the video, he shot it in London in the ends, You know what
that video remind me of? The ASAP Rocky
Boys.
And
Skepta joint. Yeah.
Like,
because the video, it was spinning the shit. Yeah.
Because me and Josh was watching the video and I was like, whoa. So actually on that moment, I was
he put out like 4 videos too for this album. Like 21 is on a fucking run. He's my artist of 2023 for sure.
I think
he killed it.
When I heard It's a Knife, or It's a Knife, I think.
It's a Knife.
What was that album? Was it called It's a Knife?
It was just called Izza.
Okay, that album.
Because he was saying Izza was just his word that year.
Yeah, but when I heard that album, I said, oh, I was like, oh, you know how to make music. And I think those artists, no matter what your content is, if you know how to make a song, That's what gives you the longevity. And I'm like, okay,
his feature run was on some J. Cole shit, honestly, last year. He killed everybody,
dropped down with
anybody.
Drake. Her loss wasn't that great, though, but
what?
it was good.
Her loss was good. I don't know what the fuck he was smoking on. Just like me with Burna Boy. Look, I'm a Burna Boy lover.
No, you're not.
Look, Burna Boy.
Oh, my gosh. This man likes Davido and WizKid. He don't like Burna Boy.
Look. Speaking of
WizKid,
I actually didn't write WizKid's new album that came out too. I'm gonna.
When did that come out? Hold on.
It did. It
no,
came
when?
Out
I didn't know.
Literally like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's 4 tracks. Actually,
I missed that.
It's a big throw, but it's fire. But Burna Boy did kill the joint, just like me. And they sampled this white girl. Did you see it on the podcast page? See, they sampled this white girl that made it. It was really cool. I gotta find her shit, but just like. Burna killed that joint. Burna makes good music.
Is the biggest Afrobeats artist in the world.
No.
I don't care about y'all popularity. I said the biggest.
No. WizKid just put out a 4-track EP. It's called I'm gonna find it in a second. Hold up. Anyways, WizKid is that guy.
No, WizKid is great. Don't get me wrong, but I think that he's probably...
It's called Season 2 EP, and I think people need to respect
it's not even catchy.
Stop it. Don't even play with him. This album is 4 songs, and they are better than any Afrobeat song. He has Appiano on there. He has love songs, and he has a beautiful song.
Is Appiano still South African music?
It still is, but Nigerians jumped on it. We didn't take... Honestly, it's real quiet for Appiano. For Amapiano, I'm sorry. That's how you really pronounce it. Oh. But it's real quiet for niggas. And I know they want to sit here and say that they are like the trend.
Oh, so you basically...
I went to a party yesterday. Did I tell you? I went to a...
No, you don't invite me to parties. But what I was going to say to you is that it's crazy because y'all took these people's shit. Nigerians. Y'all took these people's shit.
There we go.
And then now you were going to say it's quiet for y'all and you wonder why. Because y'all took their shit. You're thieves.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. So we 419 their shit. That's wild.
Hey, listen, at least y'all on brand.
Yo, that's crazy.
I respect y'all for being who y'all are.
We make better music with it. Look, you made it a hot line. We made it a hot song.
Hey, listen, I ain't mad at you now. Because when they got Tyler, I need a follow-up.
Yeah, Tyler's good. Is she South African?
Yeah, but I need a follow-up. She got one song. Is there another one?
She did put out another one. It's called Truth or Dare. It's really good.
Is it good? All right.
Really good, actually. It's really good. Right. Tyler's out
She's talented, so hopefully she does
tiny
well.
thing.
I'm going to get into like one of the artists that I like that I want to put y'all on to called LondonKali.
Who's he signed to?
I don't know who he signed to, honestly, at all. So there's this page on TikTok.
TikTok.
I'm going to send it to... Y'all will see a post here or somewhere on the screen when we do the little promo. But the point is, his name's LondonKali. Makes really good music. He dropped a song called Making My Time. He has a song called
Making My Time? Is that the name of the album?
Yeah, it's a single called Making My Time.
Marking My Time.
Oh, Marking My Time. I read it wrong.
Yeah. Look who's dyslexic now.
Well, I'm not dyslexic. But anyway, Marking My Time, Mad at Fire. He did a Colors joint on YouTube, which is really good. But yeah, just check him out.
Send me that.
Yeah, he makes really good R&B. And I got a hot take on the low, which is that I think that R&B artists in Europe or UK make better R&B love songs than the folks in America today.
That is a hot take today.
Yeah.
That is a hot take.
Today.
Jordan, what's her name? Jordan Smith. She was really
Georgia
good.
Smith. There's a few I've been listening to, bro.
And OVO just signed this young girl. I think she's from Canada, though. The one that sounds like Sade. It starts with an N. She's really dope. She was nice. Okay. And you said that this guy also went to University of Oxford.
No, he didn't go there. He's from Oxford, UK, wherever that is.
Okay, I don't know where.
Point is somewhere in London, I guess.
There's castles and shit over there.
You're sick.
Fucking with the Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah, right.
On guard.
But no, Jordan Ward is really dope too. I didn't put that on the list. My bad.
Jordan Ward.
Yeah, if you want to check out them, there's a little teeny bopper group by Wanya.
Jay-Z.
No. So Wanya from Boyz II Men. He has a group with his son and I think his friends or maybe his cousins.
Nepotism.
But they're good. Like really good, not like fake good. But anyway, that's just like some good new music.
Did you see Key Glock's new video for Let's Go? It's a John Wick spinoff. He's basically like shooting shit like with a little light skinned girl, like murdering niggas. It's crazy. It's kind
I'm open to watching it. I like Key Glock a little bit.
I fuck with Key Glock. He's holding it down for PRF or PRE or whatever they're called.
Paper Route Empire.
Whatever. Paper Route.
Come on.
21 Savage also has a track with Ty Glizzy that I really fuck with. It's called Coney Island.
Bro, you're like all out of order. We're going back to 21?
No, I'm looking at...
Like, what happened? Go to the next artist.
All right, so the next artist is K-Camp. The thing is, you're about to hate. That's why. I don't want to hear what you're about to say. Look, K-Camp makes good music. I don't care what nobody says.
Man, this thing took 10 minutes to find the album on Google. On Google, he wanted me to hear the song. This nigga's like, what the fuck? Why can't we find K-Camp? Because he's not good.
K-Camp is my guy,
Listen,
man. But
a lot of people like him. A lot of people like him.
It's called, the new album is called Float to London. It's great. It's a good album. It's fine. Like, he's a good artist. I don't know why he doesn't get the publicity. 305 on the album is really good. Check out the No Parking on Sundays playlist. I think this week is definitely going to be jam-packed with a lot of music because a lot of good music did come out, and we're going to definitely put y'all on.
And for listen to the
YouTube
playlist.
Doesn't allow us to
if y'all really like music, the man puts time in. I send him all the music. No, and he puts it together. Yes,
sometimes.
I do. Yes, I do. Don't do that. Not all the time.
This man, why did you add Drum at the last minute?
That's old. You're supposed to delete it.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Drum? But where is Drum? Drum is a really good artist.
Is that the name of his album? Where is Drum?
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Shut your ass up.
Who the fuck did he diss? That's what he dissed somebody. I can't remember who. He was beefing with Drake. That's what it was.
Oh, damn.
If you want the Drum, that was Drake said something about him. Yeah.
So fortunate.
He's a dummy. Speaking of drama, Kali Unis got knocked up by Don Toliver.
Why is that drama? And it's not knocked up. It's his boyfriend. That's her boyfriend.
Whatever. Anyway, her little ass put out an album and this is actually a mostly Spanish music. She makes great music, phenomenal music to me. And I've been listening to it. I really like it. I enjoy it. I don't know what she's saying, but
have you been listening to her from the beginning of her career too?
I don't know if it's the beginning of her career, but I've been seeing her little. I like it.
He said, I like it and I think that it's great.
I do. Shout out to Don, though. I see what you did. I see what you did, buddy.
You got up out of there.
To put her out the game. She thought she was going to have a hot summer. Nah.
Summer's over, baby. Summer's over.
Got that baby cooking. Other than that, we're going to talk about some of the shows this year. As you know, in the winter, a lot of streaming platforms and movie theaters and things like that, they put out their best work in the winter due to the fact that people aren't out and about like in the summer. So a lot of television and movies are out. And also, unfortunately, some do get canceled during that time. But some of the movies we did watch that we enjoyed, we're going to talk a little bit about it. I think this year we're going to definitely be more intentional about that. One of the joints that we both checked out, I think you watched it too, is Leave the World Behind, right? Did you watch it?
Oh, yeah. Leave the World Behind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched it. It was a little disappointing, honestly.
Oh,
because
I didn't know. Yeah. I actually don't know what your take was, actually.
Yeah, I found it to be disappointing because I was definitely invested all the way through. And then for it to end the way it did, where she was like, well, I'm gonna spoil it.
Spoiler
where she was
alert,
just, spoiler alert. Where she was just like watching into the distance where like the city was getting blown up.
Yeah.
I was just like, what's the story? Like, this is it? Like,
because you wanted to know what happened.
Yeah, I want to know. Like, what's this? Like, anyone could write that storyline. Anyone could write that storyline. You know what I mean? Like, what was the creativity? Like, what was happening? Especially with the dude. What's the Mahershala Ali. Like, he had this build up where he knew what was going on, talking to his client.
He knew somewhat.
Yeah, but like
working in whatever field he was working in.
Give me more. Like,
defense contractor or whatever.
The drama was real.
It was. So for me, the Obamas, first of all, the first red flag, orange flag, whatever flag it was, I'll say it was a green flag. I said a good thing was the Obamas did produce it. They have a Netflix deal where they're supposed to work with Netflix to develop certain movies and things like that. So this is one of the first ones they did.
It's not a bad start, though.
It's not a bad start. I think they had an A-list set of individuals. They had Ethan Hawke. They had that white lady. What's her name? Something.
It don't matter.
She doesn't know how to dance, anyways. In that movie, she was wild. You know, they had the girl, the black girl from Industry. She was in that joint. I fuck with her.
Industry was a good ass show too.
It is. Succession. Shout out to them. They racked up in the Emmys. I love Succession. But anyways, outside of that, so for me, what I took from that movie was the fact that other shows have done dystopian shit much better. So to me, it was just like, y'all didn't bring anything new to the table.
Try harder.
And there was no explanation for the animals. That was stupid. It was just there. It was no, like, the deers are staring at it. It was just nothing. It was just a lot of open-ended questioning. I love the fact that, yes, we understand that billionaires are creating bunkers and stuff like that, and it's happening. And a lot of us who aren't equipped to buy bunkers are fucked. So what are you telling us? If we can't build a bunker, we should go kill the rich and get it from
the fact that the Obamas did it,
I think.
What are you telling me?
And it's not only that. Michelle Obama did a recent interview talking about how she, being the president's wife, she's able to see a lot of things and it's scary. And this election is scary. Everything's scary. And it's like, nigga, that's not gonna help us. The fuck can we do about it? Your husband's the leader of the free world, and you're telling us it's scary. We just some average Joe. So what, we collateral? So you telling us that, and then you make a movie about the end of the fucking world based off of a book that wasn't really completed. It makes us feel some sort of way. So for me, Black Mirror,
I don't feel a way.
Black Mirror does a better job of end of the world shit like that. So if you really want to find something that makes you actually think about life and what the consequences is to our actions as far as nuclear war, technology and things like that, Black Mirror is where it's at. It's my favorite show on Netflix. I think this was good. I gave it an Eddie 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 isn't good. That's 60%.
Yeah, that's all I gave it. It was a 3 out of 5.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah, the movie.
I thought you were a mirror. I was like,
yo, I do a rating system for all my shit, and it's all out of 5. It was a 3 out of 5. It wasn't that good to me based off the fact
I agree with you.
I've seen better when it comes to end of the world.
No, you hit it right on the head. Like, there was just too many open-ended points. Really good drama, like I said. No, it was good acting because they're really good actors, but
yeah, at the end of the day, it's gonna be dog eat dog. If the shit really hits the fan, we're fucked.
Yeah,
we're fucked on some real shit. We're fucked,
and I think we know that already. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? I think not to get like too far into it, but like Charlemagne said recently that the reason the Democrats are like idiots are because they
I heard my
that's
foot
crazy.
Crack. Did you hear that?
Yeah, just push him. But
cool.
He was saying that basically that the Democrats are still trying to like use political jargon instead of speaking straight, which is the Republicans is doing.
I don't want to talk politics, but
no, I'm not going to get into politics. But I think that's the point, right?
Scary.
When you made the point about Michelle Obama, right?
Yeah,
I think her just speaking in like natural rhetoric and natural words is what's important. And if people are getting scared, it's like, what did you want? You still want us to be in the 90s where politicians are lying to us?
Yeah.
Shoot that shit straight. Let them know.
And they don't.
On.
Democrats on some scary shit. The Republicans, though, they don't give a fuck. They shooting from the hip.
Because you have to. What's that Indian dude? That Indian dude?
He was wilding, but he got learned real quick.
Yeah, but I didn't like that.
He said racism didn't exist. They showed it. Yeah, they said, why don't you want to vote for him? He's brown. Dummy. I love it. I love when the world just shows you who they really are. Speaking of bad movies or bad situations, Lift by Kevin Hart, you're an idiot. That was dumb. But I was having a conversation with you as far as direct-to-DVD shows and movies that happened. So back in our day, in Blockbusters days, there used to be a situation where a famous actor would put out a movie that you never saw in theater. You would find it in like in the bargain bin or whatever. And Kevin Hart, and I think Netflix low-key is doing this where they just put out these movies that low-key shouldn't be really watched by anybody, and it's just terrible acting, terrible movie. And Lift, I saw the commercial and it's like, I cannot take Kevin Hart's 5'5" ass being a detective or whatever he is, stealing and fighting and beating up people. I will knock your ass the fuck out. There is no way you're about to come rob me.
I think Kevin Hart's stronger than you.
No, what?
I'll put my money on him.
Nigga, I'll dog him.
I put my money on him. I love you, but I put my money on him. That nigga got into a car accident that broke his back, and he came back.
Nigga, I'll do that too if I had my side bitch in the back.
Nigga, your Achilles together for 2 years.
I would do that if I had my side bitch there and my wife was right here. I would be scared too, nigga, and walk my ass back in the house and be like, I got in a car accident, and lay on the floor. That's exactly what he did. That nigga had another son. Let's not even. I don't want to dry snitch on him, but we know what really happened.
You can't dry snitch because you wasn't there.
No, but everybody knows there was another woman in the...
And a guy. It was 3 people in the car.
It was his bodyguard. Come on, bro. It wasn't his bodyguard.
Damn, you really hate Kevin Hart that much that you dissected the situation?
Everybody knows. Remember when Terrence got into the accident? We still don't know who the girl was, but the whole
story went away.
His girlfriend said it wasn't me in the car and we're not together. Yep. Come on, son. It's a lot of things that happen in the hills.
The point that I'm making here is he's stronger than you. Let's move on.
I'll beat that nigga's ass.
He'll bench you.
No, because he kissed the Rock? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'll beat his ass.
He did. Dart.
I mean, shout out to Cat Williams. He let everybody know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, Cat Williams told some truths with some lies. Don't believe everything you heard.
That nigga's fast as shit though. He ain't lie about that shit. That nigga was fast as fuck. The little ass. Anyway, Lift. You watch Lift, right?
Yeah, family friendly.
Love a good.
So I don't. No, I mean, like I said, I think it's family friendly. I watched it with Joshua. We didn't think it was good, but it's just like entertainment.
Why you dropping that nigga's name? Poor kid.
No one even knew who he was. Like, it just like it's like a stand-on show. You just made it all hot.
So what we had a disagreement about is family friendly. This movie, he has guns. He's shooting. I don't consider that.
Does the Spy Kids have that?
No, they don't shoot guns. They didn't shoot guns.
They shot something.
Lasers, nigga.
Incredibles, family friendly.
Yes, but that's still not Kevin Hart.
The point
doing espionage.
The point is, it's still family friendly. It's because you don't see any blood, you don't see any gore, no one's dying, nothing happens.
Nobody died in that movie?
No, not a soul. Anything that died is probably the movie because it wasn't good.
Kevin Hart isn't a good actor. I love him in Soul.
Let me tell you something. If y'all watch our podcast, you can tell who you like and don't like.
I like Cat Williams.
Clearly. That camera.
Dave Chappelle's.
It's okay. What else is coming out? The Kitchen by Daniel Kaluuya. I like Daniel Kaluuya in general because he doesn't do a lot of films. He doesn't do a lot of anything, honestly. But every time I do see him show up, I'm like, I enjoy it at a high level. So I tried to watch the trailer. I did watch the trailer of The Kitchen.
For The Kitchen?
Yeah, I don't know what it's about still. You read earlier the, I guess like the language or what it's supposed to, the premise of the movie.
It's a dystopian, futuristic movie about gentrification in the UK as far as the housing and stuff, which is what they talk about in almost every UK show with black people, honestly. Yeah. So it must be really big.
Maybe. So
an issue.
I am curious to see it. It looks good. It looks well. It's his directorial debut. So
Daniel Kaluuya is a great actor. I can't wait to see him in other movies and
films. You know a movie that people didn't like that I liked?
Which one?
Nope.
Nope. Oh,
with Keke Palmer.
I like Dope.
Nope.
I mean, yeah. Nope. Yeah,
Nope was good.
I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
It was entertaining. It was like,
I think it was people wanted, because not only that, after Get Out, people were expecting him to blow us out the park. That he did Us,
and then Queen
and people
Slim.
didn't really. It was good, but it was like Us was weird. It wasn't people. Didn't
Us was good though.
But Us was good, but then Nope. Everyone's like, okay, he's gonna come back with Nope, and then they watched it and they still were like, what the fuck is this? But
it's on brand for him, if you noticed.
It is, but I think what I got from Nope that a lot of people might have not seen is the fact that I think angels, what he was saying, to me, what I got was that angels are actually what we consider aliens. So when angels are visiting Earth, we're like scared and we think that it's aliens, we're attacking them and shit like that. So I thought that was what I got as far as our gods, our angels don't look like what we expect, like the biblical terms, like a white lady in wings or whatever the case is. So that's what I got from it.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
That's what I got from it. So that was what I was seeing in the movie. I thought it was a phenomenal movie. I thought it was great. Keke Palmer, before she became a Bama, was really good at that movie.
Nigga, she was a Bama before that. What are you talking about?
Oh, she was a Bama that made it good.
No, see? Once again, you see? The emotional take. See? Keke Palmer is a good actress.
Bamas could do everything.
Anyway.
Wait, let's pause real quick. Let me make sure this camera's straight.
So we can actually go into the next other film that we liked. I'm just gonna jump in.
Are you really talking about Griselda?
No, I'm going to mention it. I think Griselda, I actually think Griselda is a really interesting story. And edit this out if I'm wrong. Isn't Griselda the woman that got shot in Colombia or something like that many years ago? The dude rode up on his bike and shot her outside of her house. Griselda Blanco, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if she got shot.
No, she didn't.
I don't know what happened with that. It could be true. She is an urban legend, but she was a major drug trafficker. I don't remember whose place she took. It was Pablo or Escobar, or is it Pablo Escobar? She took the place of somebody else and became the like newest kingpin. So she was like clapping niggas, doing all types of shit. And she took over the drug business. Then, of course, she was doing a lot when it came to the Miami, the whole Miami Connect. And she got extradited to Miami. She did like 10 years, took a
15 years.
15 years, did a plea bargain, and then came back to Mexico and disappeared. People think she's dead. People don't know, but her family is suing Sophie Vagara, the beautiful little lady that was on bro. So and Netflix.
So, bro, bro. I don't know why you're not interested. On September 12th,
I've heard her story. Like,
no, bro, you've heard Narco's story and Pablo Escobar's story, but you didn't care about that,
yeah.
Bro. In 2012, an elderly Blanco and her pregnant daughter-in-law went to a butcher shop in Medellin. As she exited, an assassin on a motorcycle shot her twice, killing her.
Griselda?
Yes.
Griselda's alive.
No, she's not. She's dead.
When did that happen?
In 2012. That's why I want to hear this movie.
Griselda's dead?
Yes, bro. That's why I was like, when I
thought they said they can't even, when she got released from prison, people don't know what happened to her.
She's dead, bro.
Oh, wow. She got clapped?
Yes. The nigga rode up on a motorcycle, shot her outside that gym. When I heard that story, I said, oh, wow.
Yeah, I know she was on some.
Yeah,
I know she was on some drug shit. Like she was a big kingpin.
I'm interested personally to answer your question. I'm interested in the story in the movie. Sophie Vagara is actually a pretty decent actress. I said decent. I didn't say good.
She's pretty. But I don't know.
We're gonna find out. She getting sued. We'll see how long the movie.
She getting sued.
And speaking of sued or getting canceled, I should say.
Unfortunately,
if y'all want a good laugh, if y'all know me, I like lighthearted television. I don't like that heavy shit all day long. Young Sheldon, hilarious. It's on Netflix, all the previous seasons. Watch that, junk. One of my favorites shows I used to watch was Good Doctor. That got canceled.
Golly.
Rap Shit. I like that show, especially the second season.
Season 2 was so good.
They
Rap
Shit. A lot of places.
Y'all really did a great job with this last
really
season.
Good storyline.
Such a good job.
Topics, bro.
Such a good job. And the fact that y'all got canceled. Issa Rae, what's up, man? I think that's the second show she's had. Because she was an executive producer on the Black Woman sketch show. But they canceled that too.
But I think that
Issa Rae.
But I think she pushes.
With you.
I think she pushes the boundaries in ways that they're not really happy about. Because if you think about
I think they want viewership. I don't think they just getting the views.
Well,
they're not getting insecure numbers for sure.
No, but I also think that for Rap Shit, I don't know what happened there besides some marketing. Because the second season came out, and I feel like
nobody knew.
Marketing was trash.
Because I told Britt, and she was like, she didn't even know it came out. A lot of people didn't know the second seaon came out, and I don't think she does a good job in marketing it.
And then what else happened? I agree with you, but I don't think it's just on her. It's on Max. It takes it's on HBO Max, bro. That shit should be motherfucking.
It's not Max. It's Max. It's not HBO Max.
Who cares?
It's so stupid.
It's the same shit. It's just changed the name, but they should have pushed that. Was annoying. But I think it's too black for them.
Maybe it's something. And I felt like out of all the shows, that was one of the best shows on HBO Max that at this time where Succession is dead, so many other shows are gone. So it's like that filled a void for me. I really enjoyed it. Then as far as other canceled black shows, Southside is another one that was really fucking good. I think you will love it. You need to check that out.
I'll check it out.
Southside was really good. Then we have Black Lady sketch show. It was good, but it wasn't great. It had good sketches, but outside of some of the sketches, I wasn't like...
As a person that loves black television at a high level, it wasn't that good. There was some joints I liked and some...
They had some good jokes, but it wasn't all
that.
I like the joint where they did Nazareth. I don't know if you ever saw where it was the three wise men with some hoe ass.
To be honest with you, I thought that the junk got canceled 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they put out a new season. I watch it. It's like one of those shows you put on in the background to bore somebody.
Damn, bore them. They canceled Z-Way. I think Z-Way was too much for television, though.
Z-Way...
Or she was good for television.
She was great for television. I think Showtime is just not the place because who has Showtime? What was the last good show on Showtime? It had to be one of the...
She honestly needs to just go to get a really good YouTube channel.
That's where she started.
Yeah, but she should go back to that. I think you can grow on YouTube. That's what
McAfee, that dude that got signed to ESPN, he started on YouTube and he blew up on there and they signed him there and now he's talking crazy with, what's that football player?
Don't know.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, talking crazy.
Speaking of, Z-Way would actually be really good on Max. That's their
demographic.
Yeah.
But they already she would be competing with John Oliver, who's like a really who's won almost every Emmy for late night television, but he lost for the first time in 4 or 5 years to Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Trevor
Noah, dog.
Trevor Noah's last year too. So shout out to the Daily Show. Trevor Noah is now doing comedy sketches and shit. So good luck to him. I low key think that one of my ideas that I wish BET would do is sign Trevor Noah to a late night show. BET has the opportunity to rebrand itself in this new age for these new kids. What we had with BET will never be replicated. We were spoiled. We were we live with nostalgia too much though. But they can revamp it. They can make this a new nightly comedy sketch show.
Who owns BET? Do you know?
Who else now?
Who owns it? Do you know?
It's a white company. It's Viacom.
Yeah, but
same people that own MTV, VH1, all of that. So it's Viacom. It's white. It's white.
No, I know. But there's always a person. There's Deborah What's her name? Deborah?
No, she's not been the. She was only the CEO. She wasn't the owner. She was just the face. And she was there a long time ago. It's not her anymore. It's probably a white person, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah, because they keep trying to sell BET, but for some reason they won't sell it. And the only people trying to buy it are black people. And they won't sell it
to black people.
And that's why I'm asking that question.
That's crazy that you said that. Look who's in conspiracy theories now. All right, I see you.
I'm a fool now.
Speaking of conspiracy theories, why won't they let the game die? The game got canceled for the third time.
I didn't know it came back.
The game got canceled for the third time on Paramount Plus. The Grand Crew. I never watched the Grand
Crew was so good, yo.
I didn't watch that. Riches got canceled. So a lot of black shows last year got canceled. Reservoir Dogs, which is actually an Indian show with Wakiki, he was the guy who his name's Wakiki Tiki or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's the dude that he was the director for all the Thors for the last two.
Oh,
Thors.
okay.
He's a little weirdo dude, but he's cool as shit. And Reservoir Dogs is basically about Indian kids who grew up on a reservation, and it's pretty good. A very good show on Hulu. I liked it. They got canceled. What other black shows got canceled that I wrote on here?
But Riches was a really good show. Honestly,
I didn't watch Riches,
but watch it. It's
I
really
met the
good.
shorty on there before in real life. She grew up out. Well, I don't know if she grew up out here, but she was here. I met her in real life. She was on Luke Cage as well. She's dope, and she was also on that show called Them on Amazon Prime, I think.
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a show called.
I don't like Prime shows for real like that.
Nigga, The Boys, Invincible.
I like Invincible, and I'm actually over The Boys and what's Gen Z.
You're over The Boys and Gen Z? They were great shows.
I know. I'm over it. I don't want to see any more of that shit.
Wow, you're wilding.
I think there's a lot of going on this year. I think it's going to be a really good year.
You think this is going to be a really good year?
Yeah, I do.
It's election year too. Remember that.
Election year. I think that there's a lot of people. The ecosystem, what I'm feeling right now, the energy is a lot of people have a lot to prove, and I think a lot of people in personal lives and in like in the world that we're talking about that we opine upon. Everyone's just here. Like it started, I think, last year with Nicki. Like this album meant a lot to her. I think that J. Cole's next album, that means a lot to him.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to as far as music this year?
I'm looking forward to J. Cole. I'm curious what Wale is gonna do because he dropped Max Julian and did nothing after that.
Yeah. He probably thought he was gonna do some streaming numbers.
And then
shit.
I'm actually, and also just outside of music, I want better quality music. Like a lot of these Yachty rappers, I get it. Y'all generation. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not going to tell the older
Yachty's making a whole super group of nerds.
One of them, I heard Josh let me put in a song the other day. One little nigga killed that John. But like, because they all have a little bit of talent.
That's one little cute girl that on there that they keep trying to push.
She looks smoked out. But
yeah, she burnt.
Yeah, she look a little crazy. But I want music to get back to a place where they like really cared about making really good songs.
The art,
you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. And outside of that, like Pharrell just did the LV show. I like a lot of those pieces. I'm really interested in what's going to happen with fashion. I think that a lot of people be copying each other, myself included. We all take from each other, but I'm really curious to see like how our creativity kind of like develops over the year. There's some really good brands out there like Acne Studios. They took a weird turn. That's one of my favorite brands. Wills Bonner did some really dope shit with some shoes and Adidas, and I don't even wear Adidas like that, but I caught the pair.
What do you mean? You fuck with Yeezy?
I don't wear Yeezys no more. They're not even on my shelves. But what else is there? He the only thing I know that's still be doing that. But I don't know. I just think that we're in a space right now. Maybe it's just me where people are like hitting that tipping point where they're gonna like, make a break and like revamp or just come in with new energy. And I'm hoping for that for this podcast. We continue and hope that you guys subscribe and really like tap into the music.
I ain't begging y'all niggas.
No, I'm not begging. I said I hope.
I know what the fuck's up.
But at the same time, we put a lot of work into it. And obviously we grow because y'all fuck with us. But we're going to keep doing good content.
For sure. I think we're better than a lot of people out here who do podcasts. And I see y'all niggas watching my stories, watching our stories and shit like that and stealing our content. We see y'all niggas.
Damn, y'all thieves.
We see y'all.
Thieves.
We know what's up. But regardless, anyways, I agree. I think that fashion wise, I don't know about every designer being a musical artist though. A lot of people were hating on Pharrell, but I think his first show, a lot of people were saying that his pieces weren't really reminiscent of the old creative director who was Virgil. But I think this year, he really put his stamp and he was able to really show that this is his official vision. And I think he was able to do that. And I liked it. So for me, as far as like what I'm looking forward to this year, as far as music, definitely think, I don't know why Wayne is continuing the Carter series. He says there's a Carter 7 coming, but I'm going to give Wayne an honest try this year, for sure. An honest try this year. I feel like the last 2-3 years, I only listened to his features. His albums just weren't it for me. Even including the Kali Grove 2. I listened to it, but I wasn't really rocking with it.
That show's underrated. That show's really good.
I liked it, but I didn't love it. It was just like whatever.
Yeah.
So this year, I'm definitely going to give him more of a chance. And I think as far as R&B goes, I feel like it has such a deep like love in my heart. So I feel like I'm going to give a lot of different artists. I think I gravitate towards the same R&B artists. So I think I'm going to definitely open up my like palette to a lot of different new artists and see exactly what's going on with them.
And check out some of those people I mentioned, like Amine, Jordan Ward.
Yeah, I like the Armenian guy.
Dixon.
I think the Armenian guy or whatever his name is that you listened to this afternoon when you were playing it. I fuck with that. I'll definitely give that a few listens. Other than that, I'm definitely ready for some of these older artists that like. I really kind of hope that Kendrick does something different because I feel like the last thing he did, it was good but not great. And I know it was on some therapeutic shit, but I feel like Kendrick, if you really want to be regarded as the top 3, top whatever, you really got to prove it at this point. J. Cole's
he's proved it, bro. Come on.
He has, but not. Like
he's top 3.
After Control Verse, I feel like he hasn't done anything outside of that. You put out an album with your cousin, that shit wasn't that great. Like, let's be honest. Now I'm looking forward to what you can do. J. Cole, whatever he puts out this year, I know he's coming out with an album. He said
it. So yeah, Fall Off?
Yeah, the Fall Off, yeah.
But I ain't falling off.
Yeah, I love it. So whatever he comes out with this year, Majik Jordan, they dropped an album last year.
That was really good.
And they just don't blow up as much as I want them to.
But they are in other countries.
Division, another artist that I'm definitely looking forward to. I think last year wasn't good. And the one album I hope we get, because of everything I've been hearing, has been fire.
What is that?
Vultures. Kanye and fucking Ty Dolla $ign. Every single song I have heard from the leaks have been fire. Bro, I need to play you something I downloaded. It is Kanye, Ty, and French Montana, bro. It is a crazy-ass song. Bro, everything I've heard from Vultures has been fire.
Bro, it's Kanye.
Kanye, please put this album out,
like,
bro.
Niggas didn't...
Kanye ain't do nothing. Like, look, I've already forgiven Kanye 50 times. I don't care.
Nah. Listen, there's nothing really to forgive him about because the people that are mad at him were Jewish.
Oh, wow. The black people weren't really mad. It was like, I don't know.
I said
when he said the George Floyd things, though, it was what.
Oh, yeah, no, that stuff
niggas wasn't fuck with that.
But also, I'll say this. I think that Kanye is bipolar, but I think Kanye also plays. So I don't really care for sides. Yeah, so I don't really subscribe to anything. When it pertains to Kanye, I'm not putting any money in his pocket anymore except for music, maybe.
I don't even know if
You did. You just sold his shoes. But I'm not buying any more Kanye anything.
You don't like his sock shoes that he put out?
I'm not buying another Kanye item unless it's music. I'll separate him. I won't separate him from his music.
I haven't, like I told you, I haven't bought any new shoes this year, so I'm definitely looking forward to whatever.
It's only January. Still have time.
Well, maybe last year, whatever. Other than that, we're looking forward to some shit. I think for me, ready for parking tickets?
Yeah. You want me to go? You want to go?
It's whatever. Rock, paper, scissors.
I was going to do it too. My parking ticket is going to everyone that still says they don't see color.
Oh, wow.
I don't get it. The new coach over at the Patriots,
Okay, the black coach.
Yeah, the black coach.
It wasn't him that said it, though. It was the owner that said it.
Yeah, but the owner had to the coach, I think if I read it right,
he had to clean it up.
He had to clean it up.
Yeah.
And I get what he's trying to say, but that guy works on reform.
He works on
reform. The owner with Jay-Z, Meek Mill.
Yeah,
he's part of that, right?
Yeah.
And for him, there's been rumors about him being racist in the past.
Yeah.
But
and also him getting hand jobs.
All kinds of shit, right? So I think that you're so salacious, dog. But I think that to my point, it's just what are we talking about still? How the fuck don't you see color? My skin don't look like your skin and their skin don't look like your skin.
Uh-huh.
I want us to get to a place where we're being real and honest and speaking about exactly what we're seeing and experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
And all this fake shit, all this internet stuff and everyone having an opinion about something that doesn't matter. Let's focus on what's real and only give energy to what's real. And honestly, let's kill off the people that say stupid shit like that, right? And I don't mean that kill them off physically. let's not fan their flame. Like I've been saying this since the time we started this podcast. I don't want to be the person that keeps fanning the flame or giving a platform or opining upon shit to dumb stuff. Like the nigga's dumb. Like it's some dumb shit to say. So it's not necessarily just about that comment, but that comment triggers like all the other things that people just say to make themselves sound like they're woke, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
Or just make it seem equal. Think of something better to say.
I think I like the black coach's response a tad bit for the fact that he said that, he does see color, because if you don't see color, how do you make change or something like that? Yeah. So he was trying to bail his manager, his boss out, but it's like, it's fucking Robert Kraft. He's a Kraft. Yeah. Like the nigga's name is on every fucking food.
He's on the badass macaroni.
Yeah, it's like government cheese, my nigga. The nigga's ultimately paid. He's just talking to y'all reporters because he has to. He's 90 years old. You don't give a fuck about color. Let these niggas play football. But in the
I think he's trying though. I won't go that hard. I do think he's trying.
He hangs out with Meek Mills. He hangs out with Meek Mills. Yeah. So it's like, niggas is rubbed off on him. It is what it is. But not only that, I think that it's now to a point that the Patriots have never had a black coach. Right? Yeah. So it's a huge deal because they are one of the premier teams, and also Bill Belichick, the guy who won six or seven. Was it seven? I think seven.
How many?
I think he won seven because Tom Brady has seven. He won seven with
six
Tom.
then, because Tom got one with the Bucks.
Oh shit! Yeah,
the first year he left.
That's true. Shout out to Tom. He a goat. So to transition to my speaking of goats, to transition into my
parking
ticket. My parking ticket is going specifically to my boy from the DMV, Kevin Durant. Unfortunately, I got to give you this, bro. So Kevin Durant is confused as to why he is not in the GOAT conversation as far as when it comes to basketball accolades and being regarded to some of the greats. He feels that he's being underrated because, he also feels that because he went to the Warriors, why shouldn't he be in that conversation? And he asks, what hasn't he done? He's accomplished pretty much everything, scoring titles, championships. He's taken teams to the finals. He's done quite a few things. He's got an MVP. He's a beast. Kevin is a beast. But unfortunately, when they talk about some of the best players in the game, especially today, and also in regards to the GOAT convos, he's not brought up, and he feels that it's kind of a disregard of his accolades and what he's accomplished. And I think he needs to stop crying. I think that Kevin Durant needs to stop crying and stop thinking that he's going to be in that conversation, for the simple fact that I think that he's not, when you measure him up to average basketball players, he's going to always outwork them, outstack them. He's a beast. Everyone knows that.
Outplay them. Outskill them.
For sure. But when you talked about some of these other gentlemen that you measure up to, those top five, those boys been cooking. So when we talk about someone like LeBron, and he's like, I beat LeBron in 2 finals. You remember that shot I made? Yeah. But LeBron also...
Did he say that for real?
He did. He has brought that up about the shot that he hit. And he's like, I took LeBron's soul. Like, niggas say that shit, but LeBron went back to the finals again. You went with the most stacked team in NBA history, bro. Not only that, LeBron has taken teams that nobody thought would ever sniff the fucking finals. And he took them niggas there as 22, 23-year-old LeBron. And what did he do? He came back and did it again. But what did you do? You went to the finals. You lost to Golden State and then joined them the next season. It's just, unfortunately, people don't respect that. As far as basketball players, they might see that and say, Kevin Durant is not getting a fair share. But even in their GOAT conversations, they don't bring you up, bro. And they're all podcasters now. They're all people on television, and they don't bring you up. So you're thinking that this is the public, but your own peers don't bring you up, bro. So they clearly have seen that shit. And when we talk about Mamba mentality and other basketball players, we see what it takes to other people's championship runs. It's not about the rings. And I know everyone says it's about the rings. It's how you got the ring. What you went through, how you got through it. That's why people regard Dirk Nowitzki and how his 1 ring trumps your 2 rings. People saw the teams he took out. He took out San Antonio. He took out the Lakers with Shaq. He took out, who else was it Shaq? Or
no,
was it
was Andrew Bynum.
It was not, but he had Paul Gasol, whatever he took out. He took them out. He took Miami, the Heatles.
Just
he
to
took
be clear,
out the Heatles.
Who's the Heatles?
That was the nickname for the Heat when we had LeBron.
That's a thing?
Bosh. Yeah.
I never heard that shit before.
The
Damn my
Heatles,
life.
that was our nickname.
That's disgusting.
Anyways, he took all of the niggas out before he went on to win a championship. Like, that is a champion that isn't complaining. And I think a lot of people also feel like DMV artists, shout out to Wale, but people used to also say the same thing about Wale, about him complaining about why he isn't regarded into the big spectrum of like, you know, when it was him, Big Sean, and Drake, and he wasn't one of the ones that people would mention.
Well, that's not, that was never Wale's argument. Let's just be clear.
Wale was always saying nobody was talking about how good he was, and he's one of the GOATs. He's one of the best. Wale definitely was complaining that niggas wasn't respecting him.
Yeah, but it's a little different, but go ahead.
But anyway, Kevin Durant, I think you just need to put in the work and shut the fuck up and do your work.
Well,
I think that Kevin Durant, in aspect, you have to reap what you sow in the bed that you made. You decided to join one of the greatest teams ever. Not only did they win without you, they did it again. It just doesn't look good for you, bro. It just doesn't look good. From outside looking in, it just doesn't look good. Niggas is balling out without you. So it's like you joined Brooklyn, some bullshit happened. Yeah, it's not your fault, but you just catching L's everywhere you go, and it just looks bad for it.
I'm gonna say this. I mean, you're not wrong in your take in some points, but like the reality here is like, I think that like we have to be honest about some things. And you're honest about the fact that like, you know, Kevin Durant put himself in some of this predicament on his own like regard. He did this to himself.
He did it to himself.
But at the same time, the niggas in the 50-40-30 club, bro. Like, I mean 50-40-90 club, top 10 in scoring, period, in like history. Like probably one of the most efficient players ever. So I think the reality here is that like, yeah, let's say we take away his rings, right? Let's say we take the rings away. Statistically, he's one of the greatest players, period. To play.
No one disagrees, but he's not nobody's GOAT.
No, facts, right? But I think that
you can't insert yourself into a conversation.
No, I don't disagree with you there.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out that like I'm not disagreeing with the fact that he should not insert himself in a conversation that way, right? But I do want to just point out that like sometimes when we talk about Kevin Durant, we talk about him in like a diminishing way. Like this nigga, like Kevin Durant is like Kevin the Durant.
Nice, bro.
He's more than nice. Like he's one.
What he did at Rocket Park, was it Rocket Park where he went out there and he balled out and he dropped like 60 something?
Shit, the way
like he's a beast.
The way he tore his Achilles heel. The way he tore his Achilles heel. No, hear what I said. Not that he came back. I'm talking about the way he tore his Achilles heel. What we saw from Kevin Durant that game, when him and Klay Thompson went down together in Golden State, we was about to see that nigga go Super Saiyan God. He was about to go blue, bro. He was about to go blue. My nigga, Kevin Durant was about to go.
He was about to bring them back.
And the thing is, like, and the only reason I'm saying this is I'm not taking this from you, but I'm not taking your point away from you because I do understand your parking ticket. But I just want us to like, when we talk about some of these GOATs, like, let's really think about it a little bit. Not saying you're not, but that nigga is different.
Well.
No, I'm not saying it to you like that. I'm just saying like I don't agree. I agree with your parking ticket. He shouldn't have inserted himself, but like I can understand why he feels away because that nigga is
You're nice, bro, but niggas ain't gonna put you over LeBron. I'm sorry.
No,
niggas
I don't think you can.
Son, niggas is picking Steph over him, and he knows that.
But that's why. But you have to though.
And that's why he's mad, because if you put a top 10, he's not in there. And he's like, why the fuck ain't I in there?
I mean, because
look at what I've done.
Yeah.
And everybody you put up against me, I've beaten them.
Yeah.
And
that's my only point.
And he feels that way, and I respect
that's my only point.
it.
That's my only point.
Bro, you also have to regard how you beat them, what you did to beat them. When you was out there with OKC leading a team, people loved it. They knew that you were grinding. But then Harden left, and you guys still were balling. Then you and Westbrook didn't get along. You left.
We get that.
But not only did you
but do you not understand that when this is the part that no one wants to admit?
What?
No one wants to admit this. Golden State does not beat Cleveland without Kevin Durant.
We don't know that.
No, we do know that because we saw what happened when he played him. We do know that. We do know that.
They
we know
beat LeBron to win their first championship. I think they beat LeBron.
Yeah, and then LeBron got better, and so did Kyrie. They lost. And you know what they had to do? And that's, I mean, I agree with you. Like we don't really know that. We can't. Yes, we do. We can't put Kevin Durant over LeBron. But guess what though? We saw that KD's daggered threes both times were necessary.
Anyway, KD is the man. KD, I just want you to stop complaining. Just ball out, do your thing. History will speak for itself.
For sure.
Then people won't remember.
Yeah.
People won't remember how you got that ring. Only niggas like me who gonna be in the barbershop like that nigga joined Steph.
He ain't gonna let that shit go, y'all. But you're right though.
Honestly, you was balling out for real with them niggas because Steph was getting doubled. A lot of people said that. Let's be real. So anyways, shout out to us, season 3. Episode 28. Look at me with this. It's supposed to be like that. Whatever. That's 8.
Oh.
You can't count.
We're in episode 28.
This is 8.
Yeah, so what's the point of doing that if you can't do 28?
You don't see the O?
So yeah, guys. We're gonna have a really great season. Tune in, listen to the podcast, leave comments on YouTube, subscribe.
Deuces.
No parking on Sunday.